A hyperbola that has vertices 1, 2, and 3, 2, and that passes through the origin is shown below in the standard xy coordinate plane. The hyperbola has which of the following equations? So I've written the two equations of the hyperbola on the screen. If it's opening east-west, you use the equation on top. If it's opening north-south, you use the equation on the bottom. Here it's opening east-west, so we're going to use the equation on the top. I don't recommend that most students attempt to learn the equation of the hyperbola or learn how to use it. It is more complicated, and so only learn this if you are attempting to score a 32 or above. For everybody else, just skip this question and move on to the next. So what we're going to do is write down the equation of this hyperbola for the easy parts. The easy parts, we know that the center, which is just the part that is between H or between the two vertices, we know that that is going to be 2, 2. And so we can just go ahead and plug in our H and our K into our equation here. So it's going to be x minus 2 squared over a squared minus y minus 2 squared over b squared is equal to 1. And then we can also easily find a. A is simply the distance from the center to the vertex. So this is going to be 1 is the distance from the center to the vertex. 1 squared is simply 1. So we're just going to have 1 there. So now we can already eliminate 3 of the answers just on this. And we can eliminate C because it has a plus value between the x plus 2. We can eliminate D because it has a plus value between the fractions. We can eliminate E because it has a plus value between both of those things. So we're just left with A and B. If you actually wanted to work out the math on this, the way that you would solve for B is more complicated. You would find any point on the hyperbola other than the vertice and plug that value in for x and y, and then eliminate everything that isn't b or b squared to be able to find what b squared is equal to. And so that is a more time consuming. Since we have answers already, we can very easily go ahead and just back solve from the answers to see which one of them comes out true. So we know that the origin is one of the points on the hyperbola. So we can just go ahead and delete out the x and y values here and put in 0 for those. I'm just going to erase the x and y values since it's just 0. And then we're going to solve to see if this comes out to 1. So negative 2 squared is going to be 4 over 1 is still just going to be 4. Negative 2 squared is going to be 4 times 3 is going to be 12. Divided by 4 is going to be 3. So 4 minus 3 is indeed 1. So answer A is true. So we don't really need to go ahead and solve for answer B, but we will just so that you see that it is not going to come out to a positive 1. So negative 2 squared is going to be 4 divided by 1 is still just 4. Minus 2 squared is 4, 12. Oh, so the denominator in B should be 3 there. Divided by 3 is going to be 4. 4 minus 4 is 0, and therefore B does not come out to be true, and our answer is A.